Hey friend, it's Stacy saying hello with a top 10 favorite. Thanks for listening to episode 9, Found When Jesus Looks for You. Hi, I'm Stacy Holmes, and this is Glordinary, a few moments where we celebrate God's glory and champion the ordinary. I'm glad you're here. Hey friend, are there things in your life you just simply don't understand? For sure there are in mine. Let me give you an example. The lost and found box at my girls' co-op. Now we live in Michigan. You know, the state shaped like a mitten. It's cold here, folks, for a good chunk of the year. Yet on any given week, there are half a dozen winter coats in the lost and found. I mean, wouldn't you realize something feels literally off when you walk outside into the polar vortex and feel a little bit brr? My money is on the middle school boys who wear shorts year-round. Yeah, well, love and logic, right? I was reminded recently of how good it feels to be found. I was reading in John 9 about a man born blind. Sound familiar? It's the crazy story where Jesus spits on some dirt and creates a whole new kind of mud mask. Can you imagine being one of the disciples, waking up each morning like, okay, surely this day can't be any crazier than a paralyzed man coming through the roof. Oh, it's about to get real crazy. Listen to this key verse in John 9:35 about the Pharisees, the man born blind, and his healing on the Sabbath. Big no-no. Here's verse 35. Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, and when he found him, he said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" Now look, I definitely threw you into the middle here with the blind man, so let me give you the big picture. See what I did there? The Gospel of John is one of my fan favorites because I appreciate his literary style. Okay, here's where my inner nerd starts coming out again. He's a thematic writer, themes. So you'll find his narrative arranged thematically as opposed to a chronological account. It's no accident the healing of the man born blind is found in the Gospel of John. He uses this miracle to perfectly illustrate the spiritual blindness of the religious leaders as opposed to the man with literal physical blindness. I mean, shoot, don't we all know leaders who just don't get it? They're quote-unquote blind. If we're truly honest, we've probably been this person once or twice ourselves. Maybe, possibly. So Jesus is going along and encounters a blind man begging. His disciples question, "Hey, Jesus, who sinned here to cause this dude's blindness? Was it the man? Or should we blame his parents?" Hey, we could easily park it here and talk about what I call Swiss cheese theology or holes in our understanding about God and his character. But back to our story for today, we can chat about Swiss cheese theology another day. So Jesus spits into the dirt, makes some mud, and rubs it on the man's eyes. He tells him to go wash in the pool of Siloam. Interestingly, he never tells the man to do this in order to see. He just takes Jesus' crazy mud mask miracle on blind faith, and he goes. I guess there's just something about when you encounter God in the flesh that kind of takes the blinders off, right? So Jesus leaves, the man goes to the pool, and he's healed on the Sabbath. Oh, so close. Just can't seem to stay out of trouble, Jesus. Well, it's worth mentioning the Pharisees' response. They're the religious leaders, and their part of the story is definitely worth the read. But we won't park it here because I want to center on Jesus' response. But notice the Pharisees first. After significantly grilling the former blind man, a cameo appearance of the man's parents, who completely throw their son under the bus, by the way, not cool, and a heated exchange between the Pharisees and the man himself, they simply chuck him out of their assembly. Get out of here. See yourself to the gate, you sinner steeped in sin from birth. Okay, they got to work on their insults. And now we read Jesus' response. Jesus heard the Pharisees had thrown the formerly blind man out. This is no small thing. This is not like, hey, I think we should see other people, no pun intended. No, when they threw him out, he was very likely out, like not welcome, excommunicated, shunned, social relationships gone. It's possible he may have been permitted back for worship, but no other relational ties. And think about it a moment further. Not only was this man blind from birth, verse 8 tells us this man had no income potential. He's been a beggar his whole life. There's no opportunity for him to stay with family. Remember the jerky parents? He can't just go home for a bit till he gets his feet under him. He has no skill set to rely on to meet even his most basic needs. It's interesting that our man, he's nameless by the way, despite the fact that he can now see himself, well, he's unseen by others. Despite everyone else's ability to see, no one really saw him. No one really noticed him. Verses 8 and 9 tell us this. Hey, isn't that guy the beggar? No, he just looks similar. I don't think it's that guy. He's unseen. He's unheard. He's unwelcome. And man, friend, can't you just relate to that? There have been so many times in my life that I have felt unseen, whether in a hidden season of motherhood, the monotony of just day-to-day living, and even times I just flat out felt alone, despite being surrounded by people. Goodness, if I can't relate to our man born blind, unseen, unheard, unwelcome. Except that he wasn't. After the whole healing spit showdown, Jesus hears the man is thrown out, excommunicated. So Jesus went looking for him. Hard stop. He went looking for him. He sought him out to see him, to hear him, and to welcome him. And my favorite part of this whole story is nestled within verse 35. And when he found him, Jesus went looking for the man. And when he finds him, he welcomes him into this conversation. Jesus says, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" "Who is he, sir?" the man asked. And Jesus replies in verse 37, "You have now seen him." Though no one else truly saw the blind man, he's the very one who can actually see. Jesus says, "You have seen him." Jesus opened the man's physical eyes first, and the eyes of his soul were healed also. And just like that, he is no longer unseen. "Who is he, sir? Tell me so that I may believe in him." And Jesus says, "He is the one speaking with you." Though no one else would listen to the man, Jesus does. He speaks with him, shares conversation with him, and he is no longer unheard. Jesus says he's the one speaking with you. Did you hear that? Not to you, with you. There's a huge difference between to and with. Oh, friend, we have all felt this, right? We know how it feels when someone speaks to us rather than with us. With is relationship. With is welcome. And he is no longer unwelcome. Seen, heard, welcomed. And when he found him. Oh, it's the end and the beginning of that story. And when he found him. And oh, Jesus, that you would find me today too, in all the places and all the spaces where I feel unseen, unheard, and unwelcome. Would you go looking for me and find me? Friend, whatever today holds for you, whatever this season or circumstance is bringing, for the good or the difficult, for all the dark and muddy places, may you know that Christ is finding you there because he too understands what it means to be unseen, unheard, and unwelcome. Today, you are seen, you are heard, and you are welcomed. Remember, you're not alone in this. I'm praying for you, friend. Have a Glordinary day.